Literally, I had a tree speak to me many years ago in England, and it was an oak tree. And I've had conversations with trees ever since. You find a whole world of information in the little detail. For the artist's eye, you're looking at the shape itself, how you identify that shape, what you use to make it move, what you use to give it its character. And it may be what somebody else will see, or it may not be what somebody else will see, because the art seems to take place between what your eye interprets and what your hand produces. Not a tulip tree, it's related to the sycamore. How I start is usually from photographs, and it's usually during the winter time that I do my photography, because I'm not working with the leaves, I'm working with the skeleton of the tree, its bones. The way the branches come out, the way the bark is moving, the twists of a certain aspect of the tree, the way the light is on it at a particular time. All of those things will be a part of the information that I want to translate into the paper. I don't like a really rough paper, but I like a paper with a very small or fine tooth in order that it grab enough of the graphite to work the image that I want. I also have to make sure I have enough to do a big piece. If I'm going to do a big piece, I have to make sure I've got enough pieces of the paper to get it complete. This is the very first panel that I've done with all of these big composite drawings. This was numero uno, and I did this in Macedonia. I was in the Peace Corps from 2006 to 2008, and I realized I still wanted to be able to do some art in my spare time. And I also knew that when my service was over, I had to take all of my belongings home in 3 suitcases. I wanted to draw big, but I wasn't going to have big pieces of paper. I was going to make them in small bits that I could add together, so that at the end of my service, I could put everything in sort of a tablet-like form and tuck it under my arm and walk home with it, so to speak, or at least get it into suitcases. And I continue to work that way because I still love that. Deliberately looking for the non-traditional approach as a part of my psyche, I think. I want to tease the viewer into really paying attention to things, and that it's worth more than a glance. Hopefully people can be drawn into it, both from an aesthetic response and maybe even from an environmental response. I'm sure most of us have had a favorite tree that we climbed, or that we sit under, or that we cherish that's in our yard. And if we don't, how sad, because I would encourage you to find your own tree or group of trees and commune with them, protect them.